Yo, 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 yo. Hey, groovy guys and gals. This week, this week's scams. One of the things I'm gonna share is how annoying it is when celebrities look so perfect on screen and in pictures, and it's really the result of photoshopping pictures. I've blacked out the face and the celebrity's name so I don't get sued. See how there's a lot of chub around the belly and the back and perfectly sculpted in the second picture. Okay, this one, if you guessed the name, I'm sorry, maybe other people look like that too. Um, People age from the sun, I understand that, I sure have. But the picture, I mean, she could have just put something over and just let her freckles show a little. The second one looks gross, like a mannequin. I mean, this is a case where even with the imperfections in the first picture, it looks more natural than the second one. The second one is too fake looking. This one, I read that, I'm not going to say this celebrity's name either. They said that somebody added the icky looking one after, and it's not really that person, whatever. But it is an example of an extreme Photoshop. This one I did not show the bottom of the body. This one I'm just laughing because the after picture makes the guy look much more muscular. And the bottom I didn't show because they added a sizable package on the bottom, if you know what I'm saying. But the top I'm just showing it, he's suddenly darker tattoos, and tough guy, and fake. I think this picture's kind of self-explanatory, where the roles conveniently get carved out. And last but not least, yes, celebrities do get cellulite, in addition to the fat ass, which I don't know why girls want to get a fat ass. I guess some guys like it. I think if you're naturally like that, fine, but don't try to make your ass even bigger than it is. The problem with those pictures is the message it's giving people. Like you're not worthy unless you're perfect, right? Women have had very dangerous surgeries, especially overseas, to save money or whatever. And there have been many deaths, and that's tragic, that's sad. It kind of makes you feel a little better that your favorite celebrity or your least favorite celebrity is really a person with flaws and everything. It makes them look a little bit more human, right? I'm old and I don't care. I'm a plain Jane. I'll just be the way I am. But I could see myself if I was younger trying to fix something up. And, cosmetic surgery has become very popular and you get these doctors who aren't even qualified. And deaths happen as a result. And go on YouTube under cosmetic surgery death and you'll find a lot of stories. The next section is going to be a couple of miscellaneous scams that unfortunately do target people. One of the very sad frauds that are going around is fraudsters saying, I can help you get help for your funeral of people that died with COVID. There are legitimate government programs, at least in the United States, but they're not going to go and solicit you on the phone. You've got to go to them. You've got to look up COVID death, government help for COVID deaths. And make sure that you're on a real government website, not a Joe Schmo's lookalike website. The next scam is the Sweepstakes scam, which is usually targeted at elderly people, widows and empty nesters and stuff. Even people that are smart and had a career, dealing with money, they'll get a letter in the mail that looks very official and given a phone number to call. and will be told that they have to pay like $25,000 tax before they can get their millions. And unfortunately, people still fall for it. The puppy scam, kind of self-explanatory, but you'll get offers, like the great puppies for a great price, whatever. You'll never get the puppy, and it's very sad. I mean, if you're not dealing with a legitimate breeder, or best of all, just adopt from the shelter. If you're dealing with somebody by mail or over the internet, I sure wouldn't trust it. By the way, a little off topic, but not really. If you lose a pet, you'll also get phone calls saying they have your pet, and they're kind of holding it ransom. They won't tell you that, but they're looking for the money before they'll give you a pet, and that's a scam also. I've only started hearing about this scam recently, but it does happen. Somebody will get a phone call saying their grandchild, a niece or nephew, has been taken hostage, and somebody that sounds like the child or the adult will say, "Help, I've been taken for ransom, whatever. Unless you give money, we're going to kill her." There's also a similar one that says, "I'm in jail right now and I need to be bailed out." Okay, in neither case are they really your relative. I mean, maybe once in a blue moon, but you have to check first, because a lot of cases the person did get smart and check first, and they're the child in question, or the adult child in question, is at home doing just fine. But people do get taken by that, unfortunately. And last but not least, there's the Bitcoin scam. Um, if you're going to invest in any kind of cryptocurrency, I personally wouldn't do it, but you're not me, I'm not you. Do it through a legitimate broker that you already worked with. And if it's a friend calling or texting you saying it's them, make a phone call. On a channel that I follow now that I very much admire, it's called Romance Scams and Other Scams. I follow them, and you might want to follow them too. Um, they actually did a two-part story on a young lady who was taken by this. The person said it was her friend. It turned out it was somebody that took over the friend's account. Not only that, they ended up taking the victim's account over too. They kept asking for more and more and more and more money before she gets a return. She never got a thing, and the poor girl, I felt so bad for her. And she was young and working really hard towards her degree, and to make her life better. And it's very unfortunate. So definitely go check that video out. It's Romance Scams and Other Scams, and there's two parts to it, and it's definitely worth looking into. And folks, that'll do it for this week's scam video. I'll be back next week with some other scams. Some of them are funny, but they're not funny. They're funny because the person is so ridiculous. And if you know to look out for scams, especially if they don't speak proper English, their spelling is horrible, whatever. But to the victims, it's not very funny now, is it? So stay tuned. I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.